LeBron!
Listen! Lil!
Kenny White's back again. Schmo, you're back.
The Schmo,
baby. Good to see you, boys.
Fan favorite, the Schmo. Thank you for coming through. Go ahead.
I guess we should just Lakers. What do you Lakers? Take us about the Lakers. How do you feel about the Lakers?
How I feel about the Lakers?
Magic is mad.
Magic reportedly cursed at Luke Walton. Now, you want to know some the funniest part is like I'm so used to seeing Magic smile all the time that I just can't imagine Magic being like, you need to get together.
I can't
picture Magic being like, you fucking up the bag.
Do you guys think LeBron James said something to Magic? Because I'll tell you what, remember when he was being recruited in free agency, he met with Magic Johnson, all these Hollywood people, but they made this big commotion. Oh, he didn't meet with head coach Luke Walton. Do you think he said something to Magic Johnson, and then that's why it set Magic off? I'm not saying, hey, go talk to coach, but he must have said something. These guys aren't listening to the coach?
No, I don't think that's what happened. Like, I just think that Magic is like a victim of his own greatness. So I don't think he knows what the word patience is. Like, Magic don't have time to be patient.
They don't have another superstar on the team. LeBron signed a 4-year contract. He knows that he's got to take time.
Well, look, I'll put it this way. Cap-wise, the Lakers are in the best place that they've been damn near in like a decade.
Right. Not damn near, in a decade.
100% agree.
In a decade. So they have a lot of cap going into the summer. But this season to start has been a disaster. And I've been saying that it was going to be a disaster. I told you they would start 7-7. Right now they're 3-5. They're probably going to wind up starting like 7-7.
That's not a disaster.
Which? About all? Wait.
It's not a disaster.
LeBron
James in Cleveland, he started off slow.
Wait a minute.
Miami started off slow.
Wait a minute. We say it's not a disaster, but this is the Lakers, the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Miami Heat. This is the LA Lakers. You are only behind the Boston Celtics. Honestly, in terms of sports lore, period, you're only really behind the Yankees, the Celtics, the Red Sox, and probably the Cubs.
I wouldn't even say the Red Sox.
Cubs, G.
Yes.
Cubs, G, no.
Bro, the Cubs have been nationally syndicated for like 40 years.
If you say behind the Cubs, then you had to put the Cowboys above them. But no, like if we like talking about winning.
No, I'm not talking about winning. I'm talking about sports brands. The Cowboys are America's team, but like. I mean, come on, really?
What you mean? Same thing with the Cubs.
Cowboys, boys. Lakers are a top 5 sports brand.
That's my point.
Let's leave it at that.
That's my point. You're coming from Cleveland, which was like the worst ever.
Okay, we're also talking about the beginning.
Miami fans were leaving during the.
It's not about how you start. It's about how you finish.
No, but that's not the point.
What do you think your ladies say to you, my friend? Do they care how you start or how you finish?
Because you're in the West. You, before we recorded the show, am I wrong, was talking to us about Oklahoma City potentially missing the playoffs.
I don't think OKC gets in the playoffs.
OKC and the Lakers are about what and what right now. So if you're telling me OKC might not make the playoffs, then come on, Schmo.
One team has the best player in the world on the team in the Los Angeles Lakers. They got a bunch of young talent. We talk about your campuses. Who's better than LeBron James?
Look, man.
Who's better than LeBron?
Has LeBron been a top 5 player this season to you? Pavy, lie to yourself. Has LeBron been a top 5 player this season?
How many games have been played in the season so far?
It's like 8 to 10 between
8 to 10. And how many games are in the season, Pavy?
82.
82.
But wait a minute. So through the first 8 of the season, he hasn't been a top 5 player?
Listen.
This is the guy that everybody's saying is like up there with Michael Jordan.
He's not Michael Jordan.
I don't need LeBron to come to the Lakers and beat Michael Jordan on the Wizards.
Listen.
Which is what he playing like.
I think that everybody has to.
LeBron been playing like MJ on the Wizards. MJ on the Wizards was decent.
I disagree with you.
I think everybody has to remember he switched teams. Like you switch teams, you play with people you've never played with before. It's going to take some time. He's still averaging like 27, 8, and 8.
He's got a few of these guys.
But even you talking about how much and how more inflated the numbers are because of the freedom of movement numbers. So that means even LeBron numbers go way up.
Listen, give it some time. Who switches teams and just play like they never switched teams?
LeBron, look who he had to play with. In Miami, you have Chris Bosh, you have Dwayne Wade,
that took time.
Ray Allen. It takes time. You have people you can trust to take the last shot in an NBA game. He's still feeling these guys out. Who would you say right now is the clear guy, the second dog on the Lakers would take the last shot? LeBron would pass it to knock it down the end of the game. Kuzma. Who would you say?
I can tell you who I think that guy should be.
Who is it? Just tell me who it is right now.
Right now, who is that guy?
Who's the guy?
It's Kuzma.
It's Kuzma.
Yes, but the Lakers wanted to be Brandon Ingram, and they've been selling everybody on that guy being Brandon Ingram. And guess what? Like I've been seeing on Summer, Brandon Ingram is not that guy. He's not that guy. He ain't that guy. He's not that guy. He's not the guy. Sit his ass on the bench. Make him the sixth man.
Hang on. He'd still be in college right now. He's a kid.
I don't care. He's not, but no.
You think they said that about Gerald Wallace before he was an all-star?
Everybody was saying that Brandon Ingram he's supposed to be the guy. This is supposed to be the season. He's not there yet. Kyle Kuzma is clearly the much more developed player and prospect and has a better all-around game and a better all-around feel for getting the ball in the basket.
The better scorer.
Gerald Wallace, former NBA player.
No, LeBron needs to play with players that need to get the ball in the basket.
Let me just talk. Let's go back to Brandon Ingram for a second. I'm not making a comparison to Brandon Ingram with Gerald Wallace. I'm not saying that at all. But Gerald Wallace came into the NBA from high school, okay? Out of Portland. I think that was the team that drafted him.
First, for like a second.
Maybe a hot second, yeah. He was in that college for about a year. You're right. Oh,
I don't know.
Anyways, regardless, you're right. Yeah, I think he was in Alabama for about a year or two. He was a young guy. It took this guy years, 4, 5, 6 years in the league before he became something. And eventually when he's an all-star, he's a veteran to become that way. He was a serviceable NBA player that was off to a crappy start.
Okay,
Give
question.
Ingram some
Does
time
LeBron
on
need
the Lakers.
Hold on, wait a minute. So a serviceable player that got off to a crappy start is going to help LeBron win a championship?
Listen,
You're Magic Johnson.
Role player.
You're Magic. Everybody expects you to deliver. That is the point of all of this.
The mistake.
So is Magic overreacting?
Hold on. Yes, he is.
Okay.
The mistake that you don't want to make. Again, I always bring this up.
He was overreacting.
It's the mistake that the Knicks made with Melo. When you trade all your pieces for somebody, and now you're looking for those pieces. Like, even if Ingram isn't a superstar, so what? Fine. You got like 90 lottery picks on the team. Develop some talent.
The Lakers are going to be okay.
They'll be okay.
They're going to be okay. The thing is, they're not playing freaking defense
That's
right
the
now.
issue.
They're not stopping
Offense is
anybody.
not the issue.
Yes,
Defense is the issue.
Defense is the issue. These guys can shoot, okay? They'll get good
Yeah, they'll get their
at doing
back.
stuff. But the thing is, in key moments of the game, the pace slows down in the fourth quarter. In the playoffs, everything slows down towards the end of the game. Every possession matters. You can't turn the ball over. If you're going to need to get a bucket, you get a bucket, and then you got to get a defensive stop, you get a defensive stop. These guys are still learning how to play together and how to do that. LeBron will lead the way, and guess what? How do we know some of these guys are going to be there come the All-Star break and the trade deadline?
No, you want to know why they'll be there? Because of the fact that they're capped. If you add up all of those guys that you think about potentially trying to trade for the Lakers, it's really not enough to really acquire anything in terms of cap, because the cap really has to match unless you ship away Rondo, because Rondo has what, $9 million a year on his deal, or something. It's like $9 million a year. So if you ship away Rondo and Ingram, then maybe you can send them somewhere. But other than that, the Lakers really don't have any options at the trade deadline.
What's your thoughts on Caldwell Pope?
Nope.
He doesn't need to start. He needs to continue coming off the bench.
Correct.
I think he's a cool. Look, I think
Daniel Bell said he never wanted to see that man play basketball again.
Look.
Isn't he supposed to be known as a defensive stopper, a good 3-and-D
guy?
player?
Yeah, 3-and-D guy. But again, you don't play defense by yourself. The whole entire team, besides JaVale McGee, has not been playing good defense.
Lonzo
I'm gonna make the reason I'm bringing up Caldwell Pope is this guy's been an overall disappointment since he's been in a Los Angeles Lakers uniform. We signed him from Detroit. I say we. I'm not a Lakers guy. We're living in Los Angeles, but live in LA. They signed him from Detroit. He hasn't lived up to any of those expectations.
He hasn't.
Disappointment.
I mean, I said last year when we did the Lakers preview, I don't know what the fuck y'all was expecting from Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, also,
he's mid. He was mid when he was in Detroit.
Like how much did you really expect
from KCP? What did you expect from that man?
I expect about 13 points and solid defense.
That's it.
That's really all I expect from KCP.
I mean, Josh Hart might as well just take his minutes.
No, I mean, he should. Look, I think that Hart is a better shooter. I think he's a better rebounder.
He has more juice.
LeBron!